Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be talking about and using for the very first time the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contouring Palette. I ordered this the day that I saw the Sephora collection, or the Sephora introduction video for the new Kat Von D Contour collection, which also includes a brush that has two different ends for contouring and highlighting. The moment I saw it, I decided to spend the remaining gift cards I had from Christmas and order this. So this cost $46, and I know there's going to be a lot of questions and comparison about Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. A lot of gurus loved using that kit on YouTube, I've noticed, and you know, it was kind of the first one that started this new wave of contouring products, I feel, in Sephora. So this palette costs $46, and the Anastasia one costs $40. You get 6 shades in each. With Anastasia, you get 6 of all of the same amounts of shades, so it's all 0.11 ounces, I believe. Yeah, 0.11 ounces of product for each one. And then for this one, for the Kat Von D Shade and Light one, you get 6 shades, but they are not all the same amount. The contouring shades are all 0.16 ounces, which is more than Anastasia's by 0.5, but these upper highlighting shades are only, I believe, 0.8 ounces. So you do get less product there. I don't really know how it equals out. In my head, I feel like it kind of might be around the same still. But yeah, I do wish it was more like Anastasia's in that regard. I just like that you have the same amount of each color. But ultimately, I have been waiting for a palette to come out that I really, truly felt would be the right product for me to contour with. A lot of videos on YouTube sort of discuss contouring and use the same products as bronzers, and to me, bronzing up your face and contouring your face and mimicking shadows and light and, you know, accentuating certain features and kind of almost like playing with the anatomy of your face and how the eye optically kind of focuses on all that, that's different to me. That has to do much more with technique, I feel, and bronzing just kind of helps to, it does do a little contouring, you know, because it's like bronze over here, and so you are getting a little bit of shaping in there, but bronzing is a lot more just for, you know, giving your face some dimension and warmth and color. And contouring, I've been waiting for a kit to come out that had really flat browns, almost with maybe like a gray or even olivey undertone, just something that isn't just warm brown, something that truly says contour to me. So that's my opinion. And this one, I do feel in the video that Sephora captured the shadows in the powders in a way that made them look more what I was looking for, but in real life I think they are kind of very warm. For instance, this sort of orangey shade I'm not sure what to do with exactly, and this dark shade reminds me of NARS Casino Bronzer. So this is NARS Casino Bronzer, and actually this is lighter. But anyway, so that's kind of my take in terms of first impression. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys off camera a little bit more about the actual palette. Okay guys, so I wanted to give you a close-up look at this Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. This is the packaging, and here's the back. I have opened it before. I opened it when I received it just to take a look inside. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. So as you can see right here, this is a little card that they included in the kit, or with the kit rather, and it tells you how to shape and define different parts of your face. And this one is just general background. An expert sketch artist, Kat manipulates shadow and light to create dimension in her captivating portraits, giving you the tools to sculpt your face through the art of shading, shade powders to create shadow and recede facial features, light powders to highlight and enhance. And this is universally flattering, complementing all skin tones and face shapes. So I was a little surprised when I actually opened the kit because the colors I feel also are kind of weirdly warm, almost maybe even not more than the Anastasia one, but there's, for instance, there's an orange one, which I'm not sure what to do with that. And I like the bronzers. I do feel like they're still like a hint too warm. To be 100% honest, I'm not sure how this palette is going to work out for me because after seeing it in person and receiving it, I do feel like they're still pretty warm shades. And I'm starting to see now that no matter what contouring kit comes out, they all kind of... So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead. I just took pictures of myself this is my foundation and lip and eye makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead now and get started. I've watched a few videos today just to kind of get an idea in my head of how I want to contour. Contouring is a tricky thing, you know. Oh, one more thing. I also noticed that Naya Rivera, she's been looking super glamorous lately. But there's one picture where I just feel like her nose looks real skinny, like too skinny, like strange. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try these, actually this first combo right here, top and bottom. And I noticed a lot of people actually use Hoola by Benefit to demonstrate how to contour. And it's funny because I have Hoola, but I still don't feel like I'm really mimicking shadows that much with it. But, and funnily enough, this middle one kind of reminds me of Hoola. So that's another thing. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of this. And Candy Johnson talks about, in her new contouring video, which just came out, she mentions that like the heart-shaped face is what people are drawn to the most. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to, I guess, do that right up here. Color. To me though, it almost looks like a cross between a bronzer and a blush because it's kind of mauve-y toned. I also don't know how much it's blending out because we don't want it to look stripy, but at the same time I like it actually because it's funny. It really creates like a difference to me. Like I feel like this is looking like this now. Like, I feel like there's almost a dent, and here it's just, you know, my regular. Very interesting. Okay. I just put on a lot. This stuff is pigmented, guys. Like, I feel like it made some imperfections of mine stand out. Ahead and take this Real Techniques brush, angled shadow brush, and I'm going to go in with that color again. And I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose, which I'm nervous to do because I don't want it to look too skinny, but wow, it really looks skinnier. Can you see now? Is that better for me to put the light like that? Wow, my nose actually looks skinnier. And I do have a really wide bulbous nose, which you guys have probably noticed. I have never really liked it. Oh my god, it's so weird. It looks skinnier. It really looks skinnier. Oh my gosh. Like, it feels weird looking at yourself in the mirror and if you feel like you're becoming, like you look like someone else. And then I'm going to try to do this cute little, to make the tip of my nose kind of pop more. I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to fill in with the highlighting shade in a minute. Okay, so now grabbing this, this is just utterly bizarre to me. I feel like I look different. I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques brush, the cheek brush, and I'm going to just put some right here. Sort of in that triangle space and under the eye. What I like about Kat Von D is when you watch the video, you can really tell I'm just putting some right here. You can really tell, like, you just see the artistry in her because she's such an amazing artist, and she obviously knows a lot about shading and all types of different techniques and theory and whatnot because of what she does, and it's just very cool. Going back in with the bronzer one more time. So this is it. So I actually like it. I don't know how you guys feel. I mean, it doesn't look super intensely chiseled, but I do think it almost brings a little balance to your face. But at the same time, I'll admit that the bronzer isn't very different than regular bronzers that I have, like, once again, like Hoola. So the jury's out on this one. I will definitely need a few more days to play around and get comfortable with all the colors before I can solidly recommend it, or, you know, maybe tell you that I'm going to return it. So far, I really like the powders, but again, I don't know if it's worth $40 for, I guess, what it has offered me thus far. So, yeah. Okay, so I keep starting and stopping, and that is because I'm not sure if I'm happy with where we left off. So you know what? I'm going to just go hardcore and chisel out these features as much as I can so you guys can really see the results, because I'm pretty sure the camera isn't picking it up. I just got this blush brush, and I don't even know which way you're supposed to, like, angle the brush. I like what I'm seeing, but then again, it almost falls into that faux pas of having the diagonal stripe. Okay, I just reached into the middle pan by accident and put that all over my face. My nose looks different. It really looks different. Damn. Almost looks like a piggy nose now. Damn, Candy Johnson was right. She said if you want a button nose, do that. But then she was like what Marilyn Monroe had. And I love Marilyn Monroe's soft nose tip. It's so cute. But yeah, this is making my button nose look even more buttony. But anyway, guys, that's where we're going to leave off today. Here is the finished result. I'm going to go ahead and add my own blush back so you guys can see my finished face. Okay, so all I did was add blush. This is by NARS. It's NARS Madly. And I will definitely let you know what the ultimate choice is that I make up. Okay guys, so a couple days after filming this, I decided to try out the palette again, and I used this time the middle section highlighter and bronzer. And I'm just copying and pasting this sort of clip from that. I decided not to publish it within this video because it would have probably been 20 minutes. But essentially, the contour powders do work, especially on my nose. I think you can really tell the difference. But ultimately I decided to return the palette just because I didn't really know what I would use the really dark color for, or the peachy color, and it was also $46, which I thought about and said maybe I can put it to use for a different product I might grab for more every day. So I think it's a really good palette for easy everyday contouring with powder. You just kind of shape with the brown and highlight with the lighter color, and that's kind of where I would leave it. It's pretty equivalent to any flat bronzer, so if you have the Too Faced bronzer, Benefit Hoola, even Bobbi Brown, you really might not need the darker colors. Then again, all the gurus probably have 20 different bronzers, and they still all ran out and bought it. Really quickly, I just want to touch on the highlighters as well. So basically there's a pink, a yellow, and a peachy highlighter shade, and I just didn't really know what I would do with the pinks and the yellows, and knowing myself, I'm a simple girl, you know, I like yellow over any other tone because my skin tone is more yellow, and I just prefer having products that match me more, so I probably would only reach for the yellow, maybe occasionally reach for the others, but it just felt like for 6 shades, I knew I wasn't going to really use them all, so. Before I go though, let's admit it, the highlighter did work pretty well. I do think it brightened my face. So overall this palette can be effective, but for me I decided ultimately to return it and possibly invest in one single powder to use in the future. So we'll see what I pick out, but thanks for watching guys. Bye!
This is a message from your heart, your most devoted body part, taking blood and making heart. This is a message from your heart, pounding away into the dark. You could thank me for a start. This is a message from your heart. Don't hurt me, I plead constantly. My efforts to leave me, but flow back swiftly. My rhythm soothing like raindrops steady.